Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram Ram,
जय
Hare
श्री
Hare,
कृष्ण
Hare
जय
Krishna,
श्री
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
प्रियत
Hare Ram,
भक्ता
Ram Ram, Ram
भक्ति
Ram, Hare
वेदांत
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
कृष्ण
Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare
हरे
Hare,
कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram
हरे
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram
हरे कृष्ण
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
हरे
Hare Hare,
कृष्ण
Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare
हरे
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram
हरे
Ram, Hare
कृष्ण
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
हरे
Hare,
कृष्ण
Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna
हरे
Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram
हरे
Ram, Hare
कृष्ण
Hare, Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita
हरे
Gadadhar
कृष्ण
Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu
हरे
Dinavanta Jagapata Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta
हरे
Namaskata
कृष्ण
Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavani
हरे
Vishwavani
कृष्ण
Shri
हरे
Devi
कृष्ण
Pranamami Hare Pranamami Hare
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
हरे
Ram,
कृष्ण
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare,
कृष्ण
Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram,
हरे
Hare Hare,
कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare
हरे
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare,
कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
हरे
Hare, Hare
कृष्ण
Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
हरे
Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Hare, Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare,
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram, Hare
कृष्ण
Hare,
हरे
Hare Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare,
हरे
Ram Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare
हरे
Hare,
कृष्ण
Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
हरे
Hare,
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare Hare,
हरे
Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण हरे
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Ram
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 Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
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 Ram,
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna.
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
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 Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram, Ram.
Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram.
Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Prabhu
Hare Krishna,
Nityananda
Krishna
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Advaita
Hare, Ram
Gadadhar
Ram
Shivasati
Ram
Gaura
Ram,
Bhakta
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya Prabhu
Krishna Krishna
Nityananda
Hare
Shri
Hare, Hare
Advaita
Ram, Hare Ram,
Gadadhar
Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Shivasadi
Krishna,
Gaur
Hare
Bhakta
Krishna,
Vrinda
Krishna
Ho
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Karuna
Hare.
Sindhu
Hare Ram, Ram,
Deenabandhu
Ram, Ram, Hare
Jagatpate
Hare, Hare
Kesara
Krishna,
Pita
Hare
Kanti
Krishna,
Radha
Krishna
Kanti
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Namaste
Ram, Ram,
Sapta
Ram, Hare
Kanchana
Hare.
Gauranga
Hare
Radhe
Krishna, Hare
Vrindavan
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Vishnu
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Sute
Hare,
Devi
Ram, 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 Hare
Pranamami
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Priya
Krishna, Hare
Pranamami
Krishna.
Hari Priya
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hari
Ram,
Hari
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hari
Ram, Hare
Hari
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Ram Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hari
Ram
Hari
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hari
Ram,
Hari
Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hari
Ram
Hari
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hari
Ram
Hari
Ram, Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hari
Ram,
Hari
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Hari Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram.
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna.
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu
Hare Krishna Krishna
Nityananda. He Advaita Gadadhara
Hare
Shivasa.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Bhakta
Hare Hare,
Vrinda.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Ram
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 Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Chaitanya
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya Prabhu
Hare Ram, Hare
Nityananda
Ram, Ram
Shri
Ram, Hare Hare,
Advaita
Hare
Gadadhara
Krishna, Hare
Shivasadi
Krishna, Krishna
Gaur
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Bhaktivinoda
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
जय
Krishna
Hare
श्री
Hare
Krishna
Ram
कृष्ण
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
चैतन्य
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
प्रभु
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
नित्यानंद
Hare
Krishna Krishna
नित्यानंद
Hare Hare Hare
श्री
Ram Hare Ram
अद्वैत
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
गदाधर
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
शिवा
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
जय
Krishna
Hare
श्री
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
कृष्ण
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
नित्यानंद
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
शिवा
Ram Ram Ram
समर्थ
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
हरे
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
राम
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
हरे
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
हरे
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
हरे
Krishna,
राम
Hare Hare,
राम
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
हरे
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
हरे
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
राम
Hare
Ram
Ram,
राम
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
हरे
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
राम
Hare Ram
राम
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
हरे
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
राम
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
हरे
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
राम
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
राम
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
हरे
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
राम
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
राम
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
हरे
Krishna Krishna
राम
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
हरे
Ram
राम
Hare Hare Hare
राम
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
हरे
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
राम
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
हरे
Hare
राम
Hare
राम
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
राम
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
हरे
Krishna
राम
Hare
राम
Krishna
राम
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
हरे
Ram
राम
Ram
हरे
Ram
राम
Hare 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 Krishna
हरे राम
Krishna
राम
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
हरे
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
हरे
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
राम
Hare
राम
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
Krishna
राम
Hare
Hare
राम
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
हरे
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
हरे
Hare
Krishna,
राम
Hare
Hare
Ram
राम
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
हरे
Hare
Hare
राम
Ram
Hare,
Hare
राम
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
हरे
Hare
Krishna
Hare
राम
Krishna,
Hare
राम
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Ram Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Guna Hare Guna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Guna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Guna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Guna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Guna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Guna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Guna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Guna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Guna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Guna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Guna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Guna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
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 Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Guna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Guna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Guna
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Guna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Ram
Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Guna
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Guna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Guna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Guna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Guna
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Guna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Guna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Guna
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Guna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare
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 Guna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Rama,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram Ram
Rama,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Rama,
Hare Ram
Rama,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Guna,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Guna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Guna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Guna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Guna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
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 Hare
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 Guna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Guna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Guna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Guna,
Hare Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Guna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Guna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Guna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Guna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Guna,
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Guna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Guna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Guna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
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 Ram Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Guna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Rama,
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Guna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Guna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Rama,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Nityananda
Hare Hare
Shri
Hare
Advaita
Ram Ram
Gadadara
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Srivasa
Hare Krishna Krishna
Gaura
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Jai
Hare
Shri
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Nityananda
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Guna, Hare Guna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Guna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Guna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Guna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Guna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Guna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Guna,
Hare Ram, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Guna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Guna,
Ram Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Nityananda
Krishna
Shadvaita
Krishna
Gadadhar
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shivasati
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
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 Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri
Hare
Advaita
Hare
Gadadhar
Ram
Shivasati Gaura
Hare
Bhaktivinoda Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
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 Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Rama,
Hare Ram
Rama,
Ram Ram
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Rama,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Ram
Rama,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare.
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare.
Hare 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 Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare.
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram
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 Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare.
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Jai
Krishna
Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Chaitanya
Hare Hare
Prabhu
Ram Hare Ram
Nityananda
Hare
Hare
Shri
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Advaita
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Gadadara
Hare
Gaura
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
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 Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Rama
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram, Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Nam
Ram
Nam
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Hare Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna
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 Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita
Hare
Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
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 Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita
Hare
Gadadhar
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram 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 Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Time to read Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Tataha samadhaya mano manishaya vapasa etat pradilabdha vagaso aso niyamya sarvendriya bahya vartanam jagat gurum satvata shastra vigraham. Thereafter, by controlling his mind, Chitraketu Maharaj is talking about Chitraketu. With his intelligence, controlling his mind with his intelligence, and thus restricting his senses from external engagements. So the Lord has appeared before him. So he was feeling great ecstasy. He bowed down before the Lord. Tears were coming from his eyes. His voice was choked up. He could not say anything. So that's what we read yesterday. So now, thereafter, by controlling his mind with his intelligence and thus restricting his senses from external engagements, he recovered suitable words with which to express his feelings. Thus he began offering prayers to the Lord, who is the personification of the Holy Scriptures, the Satvata Samhitas like the Brahma Samhita and the Narada Pancharatra, and who is the spiritual master of all. He offered his prayers as follows. Okay, so Krishna Vande Jagat Guru, he is the spiritual master of everybody. And he offered his prayers, which we will see in the next verses. So the Lord is the personification of the Holy Scriptures. So everything about the Lord is all good. So, and whatever the Lord does is all good. So in the Vibhavari Sesha song, it's described that he is Samasta Guna Gana Dhama, is the abode of all good qualities. Okay. Purport. One cannot offer prayers to the Lord with mundane words. One must become spiritually advanced by controlling the mind and senses. Then he can find suitable words to offer in prayers to the Lord. So, does it mean we cannot offer prayers? One cannot offer prayers to the Lord with mundane words. Like you can offer prayer in English. Yes, you can offer prayer in English. But here, maybe Prabhupada is saying that, because the Lord is glorified in the choicest of words. So, but the Lord, ultimately, the prayer is from the heart. So it doesn't matter whether you offer it in English, you offer it in Sanskrit, you offer it in Hindi, it doesn't matter. But if you offer it from the heart, then Krishna will hear. So that one must become spiritually advanced by controlling the mind and senses. Sometimes we offer prayers because I want to control my mind and senses. Krishna, please help. Actually, mind and senses are very difficult to control. Does anybody have that experience that mind and senses are very difficult to control? Or is it I'm only feeling like that? You have experience, anybody has experience about this mind and senses very difficult
Yes.
to control. Yes.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
very difficult to control.
I agree,
That,
Prabhuji.
huh?
Right, every day morning, even for Japa, right? Sometimes your mind is very difficult to control.
Yes. So we can offer prayers to the Lord. Actually, this Hare Krishna mantra is a prayer. Oh Krishna, please help me. Because what will happen if I don't control my mind and senses? Then what will happen? What are the problems with not controlling the mind and senses?
Yeah, so it's like going anywhere, right? If you're not controlling the mind and senses and do things without controlling, like, you like the animals, they do, right? They do everything, whatever they want.
Mm,
So it doesn't take you anywhere, basically.
mm,
Just,
yeah. So, yeah, you may not do things that are good for you because if you don't control the mind and senses, then you may indulge in intoxication or so many other things, drugs or
right.
um, right, so many other all the four regulatory principles, and then violating. So you can without controlling the mind and senses, we may cause havoc in our life. So, but yeah, sometimes while we are doing something which is wrong, we know that this is wrong, but you cannot help control it, right? Because it's although it's while you're doing it, it's wrong. Maybe some voice in the heart tells you, "Oh, this is not what you should be doing. This is wrong." But the mind is finding some pleasure in that thing, so you cannot stop, right? Like if I'm smoking cigarette, I know this is not good for me. This smoking, this drinking is not good for me. But because the mind has been habituated to some pleasure, because we have conditioned the mind like that to find pleasure in these things, or meat eating, or illicit sex, or whatever. So we are getting some pleasure. So for the time being, even though our heart may say, well, this is not the right thing, the mind say, no, no, it's very pleasurable. Why are you stopping me? And our willpower, if it's not strong, our uh, determination is not strong, then the mind just takes over, and then okay, whatever mind says we do. So the mind wants to, mind makes us live in illusory world, whereas actually we want to live in truth. We don't want to live in illusion. We don't want to spend a life in illusion, thinking who we are not. Right? First of all, I'm thinking I'm this body, all these things are mine, and this is illusion. Actually, so we don't want to live life. We want to live life based on truth, not life based on lies and illusion. So that desire should be there. Right? The stronger that desire, that I want to live a life which is meaningful, based on truth, not based on illusion. Illusion is not meaningful. It's just some, yeah, some like you can say some cheating. So mind can cheat us. Mind is cheating us like that. So first of all, to live in truth, we should know the actual situation. I am spirit soul. I am just going from one body to the next. I have been in so many lifetimes, so many different bodies, and this body is also going to finish in a few years, if that is there like that. So, but I am the soul. I will survive this body, and I will go to my next destination. This is all Krishna is saying. So this we should believe. Yes, Krishna is saying. And we are in the cycle of birth and death. Not very good situation. So now, by chanting Hare Krishna, by serving Krishna, by developing my attachment to Krishna, I will go back home to the Supreme Lord's abode, which is my real home. So, so we should be conscious of this fact always. So that's how we are living truth. Otherwise, we get carried away by all this illusion, and everybody else around us is also in illusion. So by associating with them also, we remain in illusion. Because association affects. So that's why we should think about, we should also, when we hear, we should contemplate on all these things so that it becomes a part of us, becomes deep inside us. So we have to strengthen our intelligence, and with that we can control the mind. Because in that analogy, right, in the chariot analogy, there, let's say you are sitting in a chariot which is driven by 5 horses. The horses are wild, and there is a person who is controlling the horses, right? He's riding, he's not very strong, and you are sitting in the passenger seat in the chariot. So you don't know really where the chariot is going to go. If the horses are wild and the person who is controlling the horses is not very strong, he doesn't know how to control the horses, then the passenger doesn't know where it's going. So similarly, the intelligence is compared to that chariot driver, charioteer, who is directing the chariot, and the reins are the mind, and the 5 horses are the 5 senses. So if the intelligence is not strong, then the horses, the senses can take us anywhere, right? So sometimes there is a lot of there's an attack by the mind. Some desires just come up, like very strong desire, something based on our past conditioning. So at that time, we should take shelter of Krishna, and always we should take shelter of. But at that time, we should take shelter of Krishna, chant Hare. Try to divert the mind away from that thing and to some other spiritual subject matter. If that desire is not conducive, supposing suddenly I get the desire, oh, now I should drink, I should do whatever, then if I'm habituated to drinking, it becomes very difficult to say no. But that's why we should pick up our bead bag and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna please help, Krishna please help, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, and stay away from the alcoholic friends, right? So safety, you have to be safe in a safe situation. Sometimes you have to remove yourself from the situation, any tempting situation which can make you fall down. You have to just remove yourself from that situation. It's called safety. Prevention is better than cure. Let's say like that. If you just remove yourself, it becomes easier, because now it's out of sight, out of mind. But if you are in that situation, if you remain in that situation and you are weak, then it will become very difficult. So all these things, we have to use all our intelligence, Krishna's intelligence, which also comes from Krishna, and because we want to progress on this path. So this path is sometimes described as a razor's edge. It is very difficult because there are so many distractions. Like when you shave with a razor, if it's very sharp, if you're not attentive while shaving, then you can get a cut. Similarly, on this path of Krishna consciousness, one should be very alert. Like we have the smoke detectors, right, in our home. They're always working, always alert. If there is any smoke, they start beeping. So before the fire comes, you can take care of it. That's why you have smoke detector. Because it's easy in the beginning if you detect it. But later on, if the smoke detector doesn't work, then later on it becomes very difficult. So in English we say, nip it in the bud. Nip it in the bud means kill it in the beginning, the desire. Otherwise, the desire will assume titanic proportions. It will become very big and it will so slowly become very strong. And then to deal with it, it becomes very difficult because now it's an addiction. So in the beginning, yeah, you could have stopped drinking alcohol. I'm just giving an example. It can apply to anything. In the beginning, yes, you could have stopped drinking alcohol and it was easy. But now you've been drinking for so many days. Now it requires more effort to stop it. So that is why one has to be very intelligent so that you don't develop any bad habits and bad desires. One has to be very careful, vigilant. They say the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Thomas Jefferson, he was saying like that. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. So we should always be conscious. Then we can become Krishna conscious. What's going on with all this, my mind and all this? What desires are coming? We should be consciously observing and killing all those desires, means rejecting or ignoring those desires that are not favorable. So, like that, we can make progress on the path of Krishna consciousness. Okay, so one must become spiritually advanced by controlling the mind and senses. And then, if you control the mind and senses, then it becomes easier because it's you're practiced. That is why in the Gurukul, in the early days, first of all, the children will go to Gurukul. They will learn how to become sense controlled and all these things. So you got the training, you have to control. Like, you want to build your muscles, you go to the gym, then you start doing some weights, right? Maybe 5 pounds or whatever, 2 pounds, 5 pounds, then slowly your muscles build up. So similarly, we have to exercise. We have to build up our mental strength, the muscles. And initially, it's like, you have to work. So similarly, we have to make effort. We have to make an effort to, because if you don't make an effort, that's like effort means like, yeah, like you build your muscles in the gym, you make an effort. It may be a little bit sore in the beginning, and yeah, but as you become practiced, then it becomes nice. So Krishna says that whatever is very pleasing in the beginning, that's not that may not be good. Instant happiness may not be good. He says Vishaya Indriya Sanyogat Yat Tadagre Amritopamam Pariname Vishamiva Tat Sukham Rajasam
That's
Smritam.
okay.
So initially it may feel very nice, all these things, but like for instance fast food, right? Fast food is very nice, right? Immediately you get some instant pleasure, but it is not good for your health. So like that. So here Krishna is saying Vishayendriya Sanyoga. The contact, yoga means contact, Sanyoga means complete contact of the senses with the sense objects. Yat tadagre amritopamam. In the beginning it's like nectar. Pariname vishamiva. But parinam means the result. The result is poison at the end. Tat sukham rajasam smritam. That kind of happiness is in the mode of passion. That happiness which is derived from contact of the senses with their objects and which appears like nectar at first but poison at the end is said to be of the nature of passion. And Prabhupada says, a young man and a young woman meet, and the senses drive the young man to see her, to touch her, and to have sexual intercourse. In the beginning, this may be very pleasing to the senses, but at the end, or after some time, it becomes just like poison. They are separated, or there is divorce, there is lamentation, there is sorrow, etc. Such happiness is always in the mode of passion. Like, yeah, you can It seems very nice, and then maybe what happens is the woman gets pregnant, and then she doesn't want the child, then she has to commit another sinful activity, right? She has to abort the child. All these things happen, or try to somehow avoid the child. But happiness derived from a combination of the senses and the sense objects is always a cause of distress and should be avoided by all means. Then where is our happiness going to come from? Because this is the only happiness we know in the material life, is how the senses, like my tongue eats something nice, my eyes sees something nice, my ears hear something nice. So we can dovetail, right, that thing, that seeing, okay, we should see Krishna's beautiful form, we should see the devotees, we should see the scriptures and read the scriptures. We should hear nice kirtan, nice philosophy of Krishna consciousness. The tongue, okay, we want to eat nice things, okay, offer it to Krishna. So, like that, everything can be dovetailed in Krishna's service. Okay, so this is how controlling the mind and senses. It requires some practice and some. So to practice, I mean, we go for training, right? In professional world, we go for some training, 5 days training. So we want to learn some new software or something like that. Some architect training or something, some Java training, all this. So we go for some training. So in that training, you are in a classroom, there is a teacher, there are other students, there are exercises, like that. So after your training is over, then you are good. You know something about the subject, you are a little bit more knowledgeable. So it's like that. So every day we have to train our mind. Right? We have to sit down. This chanting Hare Krishna is like it's training our mind to focus on Krishna. Every day we are doing 2 hours, at least 2.5 hours for me, to 16 rounds. We are doing practice. So we are bringing the mind to Krishna. So if you do it nicely every day, 2.5 hours, then you will get some taste also. And then after some time, you will become good at it. Because practice makes perfect. But not only practice makes perfect, proper practice makes perfect. So you have to do practice in the right way. If you do practice in the wrong way, then it will become the wrong way you are doing it, right? So, like yesterday, Mahatma Prabhu's quote was there, right? We saw that Japa, there is never a bad round. He says like that. There's never a bad round. Means you chant, then you are chanting. He says here, Japa is a prayer. Japa is connection. Japa means this chanting on beat, solitude. Japa is respect. Japa is giving Krishna the courtesy of my attention. Japa is awareness of Krishna's presence. Japa is giving my emotion. Japa is asking Krishna for help. All of that is Japa. Once you understand and embody that deeply in the core of your heart, you come to a point where you can only chant Japa like that. You can't chant bad Japa. It's impossible. Japa is a relationship like that. It's a prayer. It's a connection. Yeah. So asking the Lord for help. So there has to be like that. So we are practicing every day. So if you practice nicely, you will become good at it. Okay. And then the taste will also come. And then when you get taste in serving Krishna, in chanting Hare Krishna, then you don't get distracted. Like Rupa Goswami doesn't get distracted when he chants because he's already getting so much taste. Rupa Goswami is one of the devotees who was with Lord Chaitanya, very advanced devotee. From the spiritual world is Rupa Manjari, one of the servants of Srimati Radharani. So like that. So when you get taste, then it automatically becomes controlled. You don't have to force yourself. But till that time, you have to force. So everything is about taste, like, right? I mean, do we need any when we are let's say if we are interested in some sport or watching a movie, something like that, then when we see the movie, we are completely engrossed in it. It's not like I have to tell my mind now don't think of this thing or that thing. No, if the movie is nice and interesting and like that, we just completely become absorbed in it. That's how they try to make movies, right? So that you become completely engrossed in it, and your time just goes 2 hours, whatever. So when we get taste in chanting Hare Krishna, then 16 rounds is nothing. Prabhupada said like that. It's like you want to chant more and more. So one must become spiritually advanced by controlling the mind and senses. Then he can find suitable words to offer in prayers to the Lord. So we have to focus first. Or we have some weakness. See, we can offer prayers in different ways. If you have weakness, it is said that whatever weakness of heart you have, you can convert into a prayer. So if I am weak in whatever thing, not maybe following the regulative principles, then I can offer a prayer to Krishna. Krishna, please help me. If I am weak in my sadhana, I'm not able to get up early, then I can offer prayer to Krishna. So whatever is bothering, you can convert into a prayer and say, Krishna, please help me. So if you are feeling very proud and committing offenses, then we can say, Krishna, please, I'm feeling this. Please help me. Become humble. So like that, we can offer prayers for rectification. We can offer prayers out of remorse, begging for forgiveness for what we have done. Krishna, please forgive me. We can offer prayers for others' welfare, like Prabhupada was praying for others' welfare. So like that, many ways you can offer prayers to Krishna. Quoting the following verse from Padma Puran, Srila Sanatana Goswami forbids us to sing any song not sung by authorized devotees. So generally we should hear the prayers of the pure devotees. But on our own, we can offer any prayer that we feel from our heart, whatever we want to. Prayer is a very intimate connection with the Lord, where you are opening your heart to the Lord and expressing yourself however you feel. So it's a very powerful vandanam. Vandanam is the prayer of the 9 processes of devotional service. Prayer is a very, very powerful. And when you do any other activity and you add prayer to it, then it becomes very with emotion. Otherwise, it's like we may be chanting. That's why 1P in chanting is to have a prayerful mood. Like we should have nice posture, prayerful mood, pronunciation should be proper. There should be purity of intention and purity of our life. Then we should prepare for chanting. So like that, there are different P's, and then there may be other P's which So Srila Sanatana Goswami forbids us to sing any song not sung by authorized devotees. Avaishnava mukhodgirnam putam hari kathamritam shravanam naiva kartavyam sarpochishtam yathapaya. So this is saying, don't hear Hari Katha, Shravanam Naiva Kartavyam. Don't hear Hari Katha, don't hear about Krishna consciousness from those who are not devotees, those who are Avaishnava. Because they will give their own interpretation and they'll confuse you. So many people are speaking about spirituality, but then it becomes a big, mixture of everything. Somebody says this, somebody says God is impersonal, God has no form. So like that. So then all these things like clutter our mind, and we cannot understand what is the right thing. We cannot follow any path because some person is saying like this, some person is saying like that, and so we should hear from the proper source. Otherwise, we will become muddled. Will become messed up in our mind. We'll not be able to figure out uh, who is real, who is the God actually. Is God person? God some energy? Like that. So God is both. God is personal and God is impersonal. And but the personal form of God is higher, and impersonal is subordinate to the personal form of the Lord. So our Vaishnava philosophy is very personal, right? Because we are accepting God as a person, and that is why there is meaning to devotion, because He can reciprocate with you because He's a person. If God is not to be, it's just some energy and not a person, then He cannot reciprocate with you. How can energy? Energy has no consciousness. How can something that is not, that is just some matter, how can that reciprocate with you? So, there is an impersonal aspect of the Lord, the all-pervading energy aspect of the Lord. Most people don't like to relate to a personal aspect of the Lord. They like to think that God is all-pervading energy. Yeah, because if you think God is a person, then He has desires, He has emotions, just like we deal with people in this world. And sometimes our relationships don't work out. So we may think, oh, God is a person. What if my relationship doesn't work out with Him? So there is some fear of that. And if God is a person, then He's limited. He's like me. Then He has a finite form. And if I'm present here in my home, I'm not present in the temple, but God is all pervading. If God is all pervading, then how can He be localized? How can He be having a finite form? But energy is all pervading. Energy is there everywhere. So God must be impersonal. So we come to conclusion like that. But we understand that God actually can expand. And God, although He's a person, He can expand. Like He has expanded into the hearts of everyone as the Supreme, as the Paramatma. So what limitations we have, we should not impose those limitations on God and think that, okay, God cannot do this because I am a person, I cannot do it. So God cannot do this. Like God lifted the whole mountain for 7 days. You and I cannot even lift our hand like that for 7, maybe 7 hours, just without anything. We'll become tired. So we cannot measure God with our own abilities. And that's why we fail in accepting that God is a person. He's a person, but he's all-powerful person. So that is how we have to understand. The words or songs of a person, not fixed in Vaishnava behavior, not strictly following the rules and regulations, and not chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, should not be accepted by pure devotees. Sometimes it's said you can take gold even from a filthy place. So if there is a gold necklace or gold whatever ring or a diamond, but the place is, let's say it's in the mud or some dirty place, but it is gold, so you may take it, or we may wash it and like that. So sometimes instructions, if they are coming what the scriptures are saying, then we should accept it. If the person is speaking the same instruction as what the scriptures are saying, then you can accept. But generally, those who are not fixed in Vaishnava behavior, not strictly following the rules and not chanting Hare Krishna mantra, should not be accepted by pure the words or songs, because they will add their own contribution in that. So does it mean we cannot have our own realizations? Yes, we can have our own realizations, but it should be also in line with the the acharyas, the the predecessor teachers and also what the scriptures are saying. Otherwise, it becomes like speculation. And I think, okay, I'm thinking like this, and there's so many things. So I'm now giving my own interpretation to things. And it is wrong, but I'm giving some interpretation to make it right. So, that's not how we can understand the truth. So we may say, well, we are being very narrow-minded, right? We are not accepting, we are not being broad-minded. Only these we should hear, those who are devotees we should hear. Yeah, because in school also, right, when we learn from any material subject, we go to a teacher. If you want to learn physics, we want to learn from a teacher who already knows the subject, right? And not he tells his own things which is not there in the textbook, something else theory he makes up and he says. We don't want to learn like that, right? I mean, in our school also we go to an accredited governmental institution where we get our degree and things like that. So, because it is recognized. So, that's why they say there are 4 paramparas in which one should get their knowledge. Because they are accredited. The words Satvata, Shastra, Vigraham indicate that the Satchidananda body of the Lord can never be accepted to be made of Maya. Devotees do not offer prayers. So some people say, as Krishna's form is also material form, like that. Devotees do not offer prayers to the Lord in an imaginary form. The existence of the Lord's form is supported by all Vedic literature. Sometimes it's easy to see that Lord is no form, Lord has there is no, God has no qualities. But then, if He has no qualities, then how come we have qualities? Because we are coming from God. So, we are part and parcel of God. So, how can the part and parcel have something that the whole doesn't have? Rather, the part and parcel has those things that the whole has, but in a minute degree. That is why we do biopsy, right? To see if this cancer if this is really cancer. They take a sample of the tissue because that shows what is in the whole tissue. That part will show, that little sample will show what is in the whole thing. So we are part of God. So our characteristics, what we have, should be also present in our source, the whole. So if we are persons, we have desires, we have emotions. So how can our source not have desires, not have emotions, and like that, feelings? So God is not impersonal because we are all persons, right? We are all persons. Nowadays it has become very impersonal, right? Earlier people used to go and visit. They want to talk to a friend. They will go in person and meet the friend. Now it's all impersonal. You send an email and you don't see the person. It's an email. It's a little bit impersonal, right? But of course it's good. I mean, we may not be able to go everywhere, but earlier there was no such things like this communication that we have now so fast, which is a blessing also, but yeah, it can make you more impersonal. So you don't like come and sit and talk and like that in the presence of a person. So we are all persons. We can do remote things, right? Now we are all remotely in our homes, but then we also meet in the temple, like that. We have association because that is different than just doing remotely all the time. So impersonalism is like a disease. We have become like impersonal. So there is no, and that is why people feel lonely and there is no personal relationship. I think yesterday Preeti sent me a quote, or like a quote on this, which is from Keshav Swami. Loneliness is as damaging as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Spiritualists need friends too. So everybody is lonely because we don't have, on Facebook we may have 500 friends, but there is no one person with whom I can really open my heart and tell my problems. But I have 500 friends on the Facebook. So, like that. It's more like just superficial relationships nowadays. But really, we should have some friends with whom we can have a very deep relationship where we can confide in them. We can, and they are also very caring, and they also, you know, they are ready to help us when we have problems, and we are ready to help them when they have problems. So that is not there nowadays. It's become very impersonal. So that's why so much loneliness is there. And everybody is thinking about their own enjoyment, right? So parents are sometimes neglected, right? They don't have any, children will not have any feelings for their parents, like that. Everything is, and the parents also don't care for the children. So it's all become like that. Okay, because it's all about my life and my enjoyment. You agree? Maybe not always, but we have some good relationships also. But it can become like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially in this country. And there are a lot of cases, from loneliness. There are so many things, that emerge, especially, depression and, mental problems.
Hmm. Yeah, everybody is looking for love. Everybody wants to be loved, and everybody wants to love. This is an inherent desire or nature of every living entity. We want to love and we want to be loved. So when you don't feel that, then it's like, don't feel loved. Of course, it is also said to be loved by others, we should also love others, right? In the sense that we should also feel for. We cannot expect that everybody should love me when I am not offering my love to others. So that is also there. So that's an unrealistic expectation. But naturally, generally, if you love others, then they will naturally love you back. And here, love is, we are not saying that some bodily enjoyment and things like that, sense enjoyment, not that kind of love. That's so we are saying genuine care and trust and affection and kindness and, you know, concern. So not based on sense gratification, which is like, which can change all these things. So I love you because you look very nice, you look very good, but then after some time you don't look nice because you're older. Then the love also goes away. So like that, then somebody else looks nicer. Then my love is for that person. So that's not love, really. Yeah, because love has to stand the test of time and all the different situations and things like that, right? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a verse like that. If despite all the, problems, the relationships doesn't break, then you can say there is some love. Okay, so enough said on that. So we'll go to the next verse. So now he's offering some prayers. Chitraketuruvacha Ajita Jita Samamati Bhi Sadhu Bhir Bhavan Jitatma Bhir Bhavata Vijitastepi Cha Bhajatam Akama Atmanam Ya Atmadoti Karunaha. Chitraketu said, O unconquerable Lord, although you cannot be conquered by anyone, you are certainly conquered by devotees who have control of the mind and senses. Ajita is Krishna is unconquerable, but Jita, Samamati bhi. Jita Samamati bhi means somebody, it says Jita Atma bhi, by persons who have conquered their mind. Yeah, if you, they say, If you conquered the mind, then super soul is already reached. Jitatmana prasantasya Paramatma samahitaha sitoshna sukha dukkheshu tatha manapmanayo. Yeah, so one who has conquered the mind, then super soul is reached. So Chitraketu said, so but how do we conquer the mind? Well, we have to engage the mind in service of the Lord. That's the only way. So it's like, yeah, which comes first? So we have to make effort also, right? We have to make, we can control. Animals act on instincts. So they cannot immediately, of course, they also have intelligence, right? Because if there is some danger, even if there is a temptation, they will not go there. But sometimes they may succumb to the temptation, even it's not good for them. That's how rats are trapped in the cage. There is some bait. The fish also is like that. The moth also attracted by the glittering fire and goes inside, very attracted by the dazzling glitter and glamour of the fiery form. So they're acting on their instincts. Sometimes they don't even see that other moths are dying, going into the fire. They are getting killed. I will also be killed. But they don't have that kind of intelligence. Sometimes they have also, because many cows, we have some video like of some cow that is trying to escape. It is being taken for slaughter. And the cow knows that I'm going to die. So it is trying to escape from that place. So sometimes animals are intelligent. Mostly they are driven by instincts. But human beings, if they are also driven by instincts and not using their intelligence, then that's like the animal. So we have to not be driven by instincts that, oh, it feels good, so I should do it. No. But intelligence kicks in and says, well, it's good, but you have diabetes, you cannot eat the sweet. Yeah, it's tasty, but you have diabetes, it will worsen. So like that, I'm just giving an example. But so similarly, we have to be very sharp in our intellect. And that sharpness comes from reading the scriptures, from chanting Hare Krishna. Because Krishna will give us that intelligence in the heart. Krishna says, I will give you the buddhi. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupiyanti. So when we are really sincere in our approach to Krishna and we really want to be Krishna conscious, then Krishna from within, he will give all the intelligence. Prabhupada said like that, if you chant Hare Krishna, all the answers will come from within. And then we have scriptures and then we have devotees also. So Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. The Guru is the Chaitya Guru. Chaitya Guru means the Guru in the heart. Krishna is there in the heart. But sometimes we may not be sure. So we consult the devotees also. And we consult the scriptures. So one has to make his intelligence very sharp. Like we sharpen the knife, right? Sometimes you have knife becomes blunt after some time. So you go to Costco and you get some machine to sharpen. So we have to sharpen our intellects by hearing this Bhagavad Gita, everything like that. So that we'll make the wise choices in our life. We'll not make the wrong decisions. Because if we don't have this transcendental knowledge and our intellect is not sharpened by it, then we'll make the wrong choices in life. And we may have to suffer for those. So Chitraketu said, so some choices we already made when we didn't have the knowledge. Now we have the knowledge, but knowledge itself is not enough. Because if you only have few knowledge, you may still do the wrong things. So we have to really control our mind senses. We have to really take shelter of Krishna from our heart. Oh, Chitraketu said, oh, unconquerable Lord, although you cannot be conquered by anyone, you are certainly conquered by devotees who have control of the mind and senses. They can keep you under their control because you are causelessly merciful to devotees who desire no material profit from you. Like in this world, you become controlled by somebody who truly loves you, right? Um, Not because they love you because you have money or you have things like that. Then you know that there's a relation. But if somebody is really, like truly, not for their own benefit, that they love you. So similarly, Krishna is also like when he knows that this person truly loves me, not because I can give something in return, some material profit. That's why they are loving me. Till that time, if that is the motivation, he does not give himself fully. It's good. Krishna says they have come to me. They are also very magnanimous souls. But somebody unconditionally loves Krishna, who desire no material profit from you. There is no anything. Then Krishna becomes, they can keep you under their control. Krishna becomes controlled by such a devotee. Indeed, you give yourself to them, and because of this, you also have full control over your devotees. Okay, so the devotee controls Krishna, Krishna controls devotees. The Lord and devotees both conquer. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. We have to also hear the Bhakti Shastri. So we'll continue with this verse tomorrow. And we'll see if you want to say anything. Anybody like to say anything on whatever we discussed?
Krishna in the 11th canto, I think there is a verse that is talking about that. He's giving instruction to the Uddhav that by the unallowed devotional service, devotees brings me under their control. I can purchase Krishna by them.
Yeah, the 6 symptoms of pure devotional service. One symptom is Sri Krishna Akarshini,
Shri Krishna,
means it
Krishna.
attracts the Supreme Lord, right? So the pure devotion brings the Lord under the control of the devotee. So we may not be pure, but at least we have that goal in mind. Okay, I want to become pure in our heart and serve Krishna without any motive. We want to become a pure devotee. So in Hindi they say हमको भगवान से कुछ नहीं चाहिए, हमको भगवान से भगवान चाहिए. That is pure devotee. Okay, so anything else anybody like to share on whatever we discussed? Otherwise you can, yeah, go ahead. We can do one verse.
Okay.
Kunti's prayers.
Yeah, I can discuss the Kunti's prayer. Okay.
But we have to end a little bit sooner. So maybe by 8:15. Or 15 minutes, yeah. Which verse is that?
821, 821.
Okay, because I have to read something about the class that we have. Okay.
Then we can do tomorrow if that's time.
No, that's okay. We can
Stressed.
do 15 minutes. Till
Okay.
8:20.
Okay, so I'll recite that verse. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So this is the 4th verse, I think. Yeah. So Kunti Maharani is continuing glorification to Krishna in her prayers. And as you were talking about in detail about what the prayer is very important aspect of the bhakti. And I'll read the translation of this one. Again, she is saying, let me therefore offer my respectful obeisance unto the Lord who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd men of Vrindavan, and the enlivener of the cows and the senses. So when you were discussing about prayer, I was thinking that why prayer is so important. And sometimes prayer seems boring, like pastime, so enchanting or attractive their prayers. But prayers is very important. One should, Srila Prabhupada also recommends to remember prayers, memorize the prayer verses, and offer daily to the Lord when we offer prayers to the Lord in the morning. So the prayers is, I mean, although Krishna, so does that mean that Krishna wants the glorification? Like everybody likes appreciation in this world also. So Krishna also like his when we appreciate Krishna, when we glorify Krishna. So does Krishna need our prayer? So answer is no. This is for our purification. Krishna, but yes, Krishna want our mood, in what mood we are praying to the Lord. So he want that mood only. Maybe one can not chant properly the words, Sanskrit words, but we can pray from the heart. Krishna wants our heart, not the that mood. And prayer creates like a personal relationship with Krishna. Devotees in a whole Bhagavatam is full of prayers, is expressing their love, their bhakti through their prayers. It is like a direct communication with the Lord. It says that the prayer should be with some mood. It should not be like dry or mechanical or ritualistic. What I mean, I understand my prayer when I offer prayers, that it transform um, my identity. Like through prayers, before prayers, I had the feeling that like I'm helpless, I'm unworthy, I'm like kind of negative things, I'm alone. But as you begin to praying to the Lord, um, there's a shift. I had realized that there's a shift of the mood. It comes that, oh no, he is with me. Krishna is with me. He is guiding me. He loves me. So the prayers, like there's a shift of the transformation of, mood of shifting it comes when we praise to the Lord. We think like that we are praying someone means I'm not alone. I have someone that I can pray. I can open my heart, and and prayers brings like Krishna close because he respond. In Bhagavad Gita also says, "Ye thamam prapadne tamste bhajami." As you approach me, I reciprocate. So when you open your heart to Krishna in prayers, he opens his heart to you in love. So that's what I was thinking in prayers. So here, like Kunti Maharani is continuing her glorification, and she but in the previous verses, Kunti Devi said that in awe and reverence she glorified Krishna. That when I was reading this verse yesterday, and I realized that previously she was talking about, oh, you are Adi Purusha, you are like everywhere, Antar Bahirava Sthitam, you are like inside out, you are like no, nobody can see you because you have curtain of Maya and this and that. So she was till that verses she was talking about glorified Krishna in awe and reverence, but now she is entering into the personal aspect of Krishna. So she's entering into the Vrindavan actually, and Vrindavan is very, very close and dear. Like you can see the actual love in Vrindavan. So so here, like Kunti Mahani is saying that this words is, the previous word is saying that who can understand, like Paramhamsas, they can differentiate the what is temporary, what is eternal. But now, in the very personal aspect, she is entering in like Vrindavan mood and giving the personal specifics about Krishna. So, translation is talking about that you, Krishna, who become the son of Vasudev and pleasure of Devaki and boy of Nanda and cowherdman of Vrindavan. And of course, Govinda is cows and senses. And Krishna also likes to association of his devotees. He likes when he was called in the relationship with the devotee's name, like Devaki Nandan, Krishna, your son of Vasudev, Nanda Kumara. So, I mean, in the relation of devotees like Krishna also, in that form, we can understand that Krishna is associating with whom? With their pure devotees. And in Bhagavatam also, even Arjuna, many places Krishna is glorified like Arjuna Sakha. He is a friend of Arjuna. So, that's how we can understand that whom we are associated with and what kind of association we have. So, Krishna likes to be called with their devotee's name. So, I don't know, but when I read this, maybe devotees can correct me. When I was reading the translation and the word by word, so Srila Prabhupada writes that Devaki Nandana in the verse, like you are this Vasudeva and Devaki Nandana. So you are son of Vasudeva and Devaki. But in the translation, he writes that you are the son of Vasudeva and the pleasure of Devaki. So I was thinking that how it becomes like the mm, not instead of son of Vasudeva and Devaki, he had mentioned the word the pleasure of Devaki. And so I just maybe it's just my realization, maybe wrong. You can correct me. I was thinking that when Devaki was in the distress, like all his all her six sons were died, and she was in fear that that the six sons were died by his own brother, and she was in fear that what will happen. She was in the dark shell in the jail by the his brother Kamsa. So and then Krishna appear, and when Krishna appears, of course, when Krishna appears, and then how Krishna appears, what is the kind of like scene that Krishna appears in the time of distress when Devaki was in so much distress. He appears in the dark jail, like in the midnight. Everything is like, in Metali we say that in the jail there is no, I don't think so, but there is no sunlight or coming or light or something. In the midnight, Krishna appears and it says that like stormy night also. But as soon as Krishna appears, everything becomes so inauspicious. The jail becomes like very bright with the effulgence of Krishna. So that creates a like a, of course, it creates a pleasure in the heart of the pure devotee. That is even Krishna appears in devotee's life also. When we heard, not everyone, but so many devotees' life, Krishna appears in the time of distress, either in the form of Bhagavad Gita in his instructions, Bhagavatam, or in the form of devotees. But Krishna appears in the form of, and then the real pleasure starts. That's how I connected. But but overall, Kunti Devi is talking about the relationship with Krishna, that it is you, Krishna, who who is the son of Vasudeva, not other any Krishna. You are like Krishna who is the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. You are the one who is called as like, of course, when he took a um, when he appears, and then he immediately transferred to the uh, care of Mother Yashoda and Nanda. So you are the one who comes um, in this world, but it is all your sweet will, like we're talking about prayer. So prayers is so powerful that Krishna can appear by the prayers of, when he get pleased by the prayers of their devotees. Um, even Advaita Acharya, who prayed just an offer tulsi dal and jal, like water, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears, get pleased by. Krishna appears by the prayers of Devaki. So their three lifetimes they appear as their son. So Krishna mercifully appears, when they pleased and descend in this world. He gave the reason that why he appears in Bhagavad Gita. There's famous verses like Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata, and other verses Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Cha Dushkritam. So he was saying that he appears to other Dharma Sansthapanaya Sambhamami Yuge Yuge, he says that I appear to protect the devotees and to establish the Dharma, appears in this material world. But that's the reason why he appear. But he actually appears to give the pleasure to his devotees. He appears to because devotees wants that I want to be in associate with Krishna, so he appears. So so here a little bit I'll leave it, but yes, he appears in this world, and by his own sweet will. That is the reason that to giving the pleasure to the devotees. And then Srila Prabhupada writes, Krishna's incarnation is more merciful than other incarnations. So why he is like that? Because except Lord Ramachandra incarnation and Krishna, other than other incarnations, when he appears, it has like a specific purpose to fulfill. So like Narsimha appears and Varahadev appears. So he appears because of some purpose to fulfill, and uh, then he go back. When he come as a Lord Ramachandra, then also like he had some kind of obligations, because he's like he has taken a vow to be ekapatni vrat. And so when he come as a like when he descend as Krishna, so he fulfilled all the desires of his devotees. Even in this world also, it's very difficult to understand Krishna Leela, because it's Krishna Lila is not about the reverence. It's not just a reverence. It's about like deep closeness. It's like Krishna deliberately makes himself so intimate, affectionate, and dependent on his devotees. So what he does in Krishna Lila, and it's difficult to understand why Krishna is doing rasa dance, dancing with so many gopis. He has so many wives, and even Brahma, whose body is made of intelligence, he's most intelligent person, but he got bewildered to seeing the Krishna's very ordinary activities with his cowherd friends in Vrindavan. So he in Vrindavan, Krishna is like completely dependent on his devotees. Mother Yashoda chastise him, bind him. He is stealing the butter. He is playing with the cowherd boys. He is playing with the cows, and he uh, like there is a pastime where Krishna was like wanted to drink the milk from the cow, and then he fell in the mud, and he cries, he's fearful. So he is like nobody can say that he is the supreme lord. Brahma got bewildered to see him, that it's hard to understand in this the Krishna's why he does it. So of course, and what you talk about the Yashodas and Nand Maharaj, a super exalted position, because when he appears there as Vasudeva and Devaki, but he transferred to the Yashoda, and because and they were the witness of seeing the Krishna's childhood sweet pastime. And this is a like um, it's a highest relationship with the God. They what they like they Krishna's does everything. Like Mother Yashoda's position is of course very highest position. So bhakti is highest relationship with God, is not like a philosophical or royal or ritualistic, but instead it is very intimate, it's very personal and emotional, and where there is full of love. So Krishna, that's why Krishna's Vraj Leela is considered as the sweetest manifestation of the Lord. And of course, Vrindavan is not an ordinary place. Brajbhumi is the Krishna's eternal home. And we in Brahma Samhita, it is considered a Chintamani Dham. It's like Chintamani Prakarsadmasu Kalpavriksha Lakshavriteshu Surbhirabhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasrasut Sabram Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. So This is the Chintamani Dham. It is where Krishna, and he says that this is non-different than where we have material Vrindavan in the material world is non-different than the Vrindavan because it's when when Radharani has to appear, he has three demands that where there is a Vrindavan, there is Yamuna and Govardhan. These three all in Braj Bhumi. So, and Vrindavan is so many things we can speak about Vrindavan, but Vrindavan is very special because Krishna is walking in whole Vrindavan with his barefoot. Except Vrindavan, he was like in the Vrindavan, he never wears like anything, shoes or something like that. And with outside Vrindavan, he was wearing like he's in a reverence form. But in Vrindavan, he was completely ordinary. He's playing. That's why Vraj Raj is very important. Dust of the Vrindavan is very important, close to the heart of the devotees. Many, many pastime he does in Vrindavan. So uh, already 20, but I'll just take one more minute, Prabhuji. So Krishna is called as Govinda because he is very close to the cows. We see that many pastime, like Krishna is called as Govinda because gives pleasure to the cows and senses. Go means cows and senses. So that is there. What else? So what we can, I was thinking about that, what the lessons like we can draw from this one. So lessons we can see that Krishna is trying. Krishna, of course, cannot reach through the material strength, but approach Krishna with a simplicity is like a childlike heart. If we cultivate a relationship with Krishna in affection, um, that's a highest mood. Um, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's a verse also. Those who approach me as a son, as a lover, that bhav is very important. He wants intimate love. He wants like we can pray, we can chant, we can serve with a simple heart. Um, Kunti Maharani is not seeing that okay, you become my uh, my what do you call like you become my nephew as by your sweet will. He likes like affection, friendship. It doesn't like so many. So if you don't know that so many verses or argument or philosophical advance, but it just simply love Krishna in a like he just that's the or thing he loved because love is extraordinary. So instead of thinking that I must improve myself before serving Krishna, we can just go and say that Krishna, accept me as I am. So he wants not our perfection, he wants our heart that pleases him. So we can do like this. We can study and meditate on Krishna's leelas because these pastimes, leela means pastime. So these pastimes purify the heart very fast than any other meditation. Many leelas, like we just finished our Kartik month. So in the for whole month we meditated on Damodar Leela. Similarly, stealing pastime, dancing with the gopis, Govardhan Leela. It awakens like sweetness and rasas and bhav in the heart. We can serve and protect what Krishna loves. Like here says that Krishna loves the cows and brahmanas, go brahmana hitaya cha, so that's and devotion should be personal, not mechanical. Like Kunti Devi is talking about Vrindavan. Vrindavan is very personal to Krishna. Is he's like he loves Vrindavan. He never leaves the Vrindavan. So it should we can add some feelings to our spiritual life. We can when we serve the deities, when we dress the deity, when we decorate our temple, we can offer food with affection. We can chant with emotions. We can speak to Krishna at some part of the day So that's how you can, like, he responds to our emotions, not the rituals. Yes, Prabhu. That's all. I'll stop here. Thank you.
Anything on this verse? We can do it tomorrow also. It's like not time because we can continue tomorrow with this verse. But we'll stop here now for now. Thank you everyone for joining. And we'll have our
Thank you, Prabhuji.
the
Thank
Bhakti
you,
Hare
Shastri
Prabhuji.
call
Krishna.
we will have at 9:30. So
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
I'll
Krishna.
paste the link here. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.